Well, hello everyone and welcome to a brand new video, and this could be my review of Babylon, directed by Damien Chazelle. You might remember him as the director of Whiplash, La La Land, First Man, some great movies right there. So Babylon is set in 1920s Hollywood, and it's basically the story of the rise and fall of multiple characters including Margot Robbie, Brad Pitt, Diego Calva, and many others. Now, I'm actually a big fan of Damien Chazelle's work. I think Whiplash and La La Land are some of my favorite movies of all time. I'm not even joking. And First Man I enjoyed First Man. I never watched it for a second time, but I thought it was okay. So when I first saw the trailer for Babylon, like last year, I remember I had to keep my expectations low because based on the trailers, I saw how big and grand and how crazy and insane this movie looks. It very much looked like a Damien Chazelle movie, like pushing beyond its limits. You know what I mean? Like you can just tell how crazy and insane this movie was gonna be just based on the trailers alone. And of course, that's pretty much exactly what we get here. Sorry. So of course, let me start off with some positives of this movie, and that's clearly the production of this movie, right down to the costumes, the sets, the beautiful, luscious cinematography from Linus Sandgren. Oh my god, like the cinematography in this is as beautiful as La La Land. And of course, Justin Hurwitz's amazing soundtrack. It's phenomenal. I was actually like singing the Babylon theme song like a few days after I finished watching the movie. Like the one that goes like you know what I mean? Now let's get into the cast of this movie. And of course, this movie stars Margot Robbie, and she's doing a great job. I wouldn't really call this like one of her best roles of all time or a defining role in her career. And personally, I think it's just because her character in this movie kind of just feels like a mashup of all of her previous roles. You got a bit of a Wolf of Wall Street in here. You got I, Tanya, you got Harley Quinn wrapped up all into one, and you have this character in Babylon. And of course that makes it like not that special, but she's doing good with what she's given. Brad Pitt also stars in this movie, and he's good, and he's just basically just Brad Pitt. There's nothing really special about his character or his performance. He's just doing good with what he's given because he's Brad Pitt. I guess the character I connected to the most in this movie is Diego Calva's character. And interesting fact, but he didn't actually know a single word of English before he started making this movie. So he learned this entire script like by ear and stuff, and that's really impressive actually. So yeah, in a way, his character stood out the most for me, but at the same time, his character arc didn't really hit it for me once the movie ended. Like I feel like there was just something missing. Like it's just like when the movie ends, you're not really fulfilled. But even during the entire movie, you're not even fulfilled either. Like one of the main problems of this movie is that what it lacks is the ability to connect with the characters. And if I cannot connect with the characters, then I won't really care about what happens to them in the entire film. One thing I will say about this film, however, is that it kind of takes everything you loved about Damien Chazelle's previous movies and then takes it up to a whole new level. Like it's just really chaotic and extreme. Like for example, Damien's trademark in one of his movies is that he loves to make these shots where it goes from like one shot and then immediately goes like that. Like it goes like really fast like that. And of course that was used in La La Land. But in here, however, it feels like he's overdoing it. And it's like to a very like extreme point. And you're just like, okay, can we just like chill a bit? Like, and I feel like I felt the same way about Justin Hurwitz's score as well. Like, for example, I love the music in La La Land. I love the music in Whiplash. But in here, there are some songs where he just overdoes it. And it's just really extreme. And that's pretty much the whole point of this movie, actually. Like, literally, the beginning of this movie is an elephant taking a fucking shit on a man. Like, what? Like, I'm not even joking. That's in the movie. An elephant taking a shit on a dude. I have no words. And like I said, that's pretty much the main point of this movie, is that it's pretty much crazy situations, extreme moments, shock value, and all that stuff. And some people will be able to turn off their brain and enjoy this movie for what it is. And it's definitely not for everybody. And that extreme factor was just not for me. Overall, Babylon is filled with amazing production, right down to the costumes, the sets, the beautiful cinematography from Linus Sandgren, but unfortunately the film fails to deliver a strong story and fails to make me connect with the characters. And with that, I'm gonna give Babylon a 5 out of 10. So what did you think of Babylon? Let me know in the comments, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.